Today we have a trigonometric question and we are asked to solve for x. So the first step we are taking in solving this question, we are going to use a particular rule in trigonometry, and it says when you have sine square s plus cos square x, it is equals to 1. So with this we can say our cos square x is equals to 1 minus sine square x. Now when we take that to our question, in our question we have 2 raised to the power of sine square x plus 2 raised to the power of cos square x is equals to 3. So we are going to substitute our cos square x as 1 minus sine square x. So this is going to give us 2 raised to the power of sine square x plus 2 raised to the power of 1 minus sine square x is equals to 3. Now our 2 raised to the power of 1 minus sine square x, according to the laws of indices, can be written as 2 all over 2 raised to the power of sine square x. So this will give us sine square x plus 2 all over 2 sine square x is equals to 3. Now the next step we are taking is substituting. So we can say let our sine square x be equals to a. Now when we substitute that back into our equation, which is sine square x plus 2 all over sine square x is equals to 3, we'll be left with a plus 2 all over a is equals to 3. Now the next step we're taking is trying to get rid of a, which is the denominator. So what do? We multiply both sides by 2. When we multiply a by a, we have a square. When we multiply a by 2 all over a, the a will cancel and we'll be left with 2. And when we multiply a with 3, we have 3a. Now we can actually write our equation to equate it to 0. So what do? We add negative 3a to both sides of the equation. So this is going to give us a squared minus 3a plus 2 is equals to 0. Now as you can see, the next step to solve for a here is to factorize. So you have bracket a minus 1 multiplied by a minus 2 is equals to 0. So with this we have two values of a. The first one, our a is equals to 1, and for the second one our a is equals to 2. Now for the first one, when our a is equals to 1 can be written as 2 raised to the power of 0, because using the laws of indices, when you have 2 or any number raised to the power of 0, it is still equals to 1. So we can say our 1 is equals to 2 raised to the power of 0. Now as you can remember, when we substituted, we have that our 2 raised to the power of sine square x is equals to a. So here we have our 2 raised to the power of sine square x is equals to 2 raised to the power of 0. Now according to the laws of indices again, we have equal bases. So this is going to give us sine square x is equals to 0. Now to get rid of the square, we are going to square root both sides. So square root of 0 is still going to give us 0. So we are still left with our sine x is equals to 0. Now when you solve this, you see that the values of our x is equals to 0 degrees, 180 degrees and 360 degrees. Now for the second part, we have our a is equals to 2. Now 2 can be written as 2 raised to the power of 1. So when we bring that down, we have our 2 sine square x is equals to 2 raised to the power of 1. So just like we did before, when our bases are equal, so they are going to cancel each other, and we'll be left with sine square x is equals to 1. Now to get rid of the square, once again we are going to square root both sides. So we have our sine x is equals to the square root of 1. Now the square root of 1 is equals to plus or minus 1. And when you solve this, we have our x is equals to 90 degrees or 370 degrees. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.